Okay, well, no, okay. Yo, guys, welcome back to another YouTube live stream. It's me, mrjayowhy. I hope you're having an awesome day. That was really weird. Whatever happened to the last stream just came up with a warning. It went off screen to the point I didn't even have time to see it. So I don't even know what was wrong with what happened before. But anyway, guys, welcome back to another stream. Please end up hitting the like button. Let's get these likes up. Mythical, you are first. Welcome in. How's it going? Okay, we are playing Fortnite. Okay, cool. Right, sweets. What's in the Fortnite item shop? Anything interesting? Mine? Oh, we do have a new emote. That's pretty cool. Cool. Well, that's pretty cool. Oh, look at that one. Debo, how's it going? Good, tired, and I'm going to have to miss the cube spawn. Sorry to hear that, bro. Sorry to hear that. The channel of random games. Hello, how's it going? Wither, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the 2 likes already, chat. Also, Chapter 2, Season 4, OG confirmed. Yeah, I don't even know what that even was about, if I'm being honest, because he gives no sources and just randomly says it. It's like he's just predicting when it will be if the seasons keep going how they are. Jay, did you change or am I going mental? I've had a shave. I'll be at dang school. Rip. Mortal Snow, what's up? Use your words, use your voice. I wonder how they would remix those skins considering they are collab skins. Who knows? I mean, they're part, you know, Disney owns them now, it wouldn't be hard. No idea. By the way, your newest vid is really good. Thank you. I mean, it's just clips from the stream. I mean, it's easy to make content. No, I'm mad. Why are you mad, Maul? I just said use your words. Explain to me what's up. Holy moly. Holy moly. Mythical Productions. Wait, so chapter 2 will be altered too since everything is playing out differently? Possibly because of the Big Bang and Kato 4 and change the timeline. I mean, the tweet doesn't really correlate to anything of worth, of noteworthy, because I feel like it's just kind of like a joke. They picked what you can say that to any season. I jokingly tweeted out our chapter 6 season 4 coming late. What did I say? 2032. Because it's like I don't understand where they're getting the information from. Where was the tweet? It was this. So it's this. There's no sources. It's just this Fortnite OG Nexus War expected to start. Expected sounds like you could have done that with any season. You know what I mean? It's like it's just. I feel like he's just gone. Okay, I don't have a tweet today. What can I tweet out to get people talking? And then people say, "Well, it didn't happen." Well, yeah, I only said it expected. It's like a nothing burger. It's a nothing burger, chat. Fortnite got rid of all the medallions and shockwave launcher. Well, they feel the need, they need to rebalance things, so they rebalance some things. Oh my god, I am just an idiot, apparently. Slaver, how's the stream? I've literally just started. I don't think I'm even more than 5 minutes into the stream. Jay, you got a stern and beans. What? Balance says no balance, it's gone. Well, no. Okay, they're gone, but sometimes you remove things to rebalance them. So what is this? Is this okay? Well, that's definitely a video. Ask and you shall receive, I suppose. 26th or 28th. I'm not sure when the cube is spawned. Someone in chat will probably say it. Yes, Andrew, that's literally what they're doing. It's like a nothing tweet. It's really like, so I tweeted out. I just rolled along with it and tweeted out. Actually, the tweet's doing pretty well. I just said, Fortnite OG Shockwave, Shock and Awesome is expected to start Jan 2032. Expected? I'm not saying it will. Going on, the same trajectory, it'd be around that time. Okay, so Fortnite might be stirring up some controversy here with some massive changes coming to the main BR. So big changes are buzzing in Battle Royale. The Queens vaulted their medallions after too many squashing shenanigans. Big changes, so all the medallions have been vaulted. The lead splitter, I still can't say this. The lead spitter 3000 was upgraded with reduced recoil for more consistency at short and mid ranges. Hungry bugs gobbled. Oh my god, is this a freaking oh my god, what's the Cat in the Hat guy called? The Hungry Caterpillar. Hungry bugs gobbled up the shockwave launchers, while the OXR has an offensive exotic variant launchers en route next week. Climbing the OXR ranks to S+ in solos and duos just got quicker. Fair. Rocket ammo, epic, and legendary items are more scarce, hoarded by some of the greedy bugs. FYI, ranked BR and zero builds are now aligned with Torment loot pool for more consistency between our competitive experiences. Cat in a Hat. I was trying to think of the guy who didn't know. Dr. Seuss, isn't it? Fortnite actually responded to the community. I don't like when people say stuff like that, because whatever Fortnite decision makes is always going to make someone happy and always going to make someone unhappy. So stop with the Fortnite finally listening thing, because it really annoys the life out of me. But with the medallions, the main medallions of the season being vaulted, I can see why that would be frustrating to some members of the community. But they were very overpowered. They're literally the most overpowered medallions we've had in a while for movement. And sometimes you just can't catch a break with them. I don't mind using them. I don't mind them being in the loot pool. But they are overpowered. I don't know, the medallion change socks just nerf them more. Not after all the nerfs, they were fine. I don't know who you were playing against. Anyone that I use, anyone who had a double job at the same time they had. Well, that wasn't the issue. The issue was people were still gathering all the medallions at the same time. Literally everyone in chat was talking about this the other day. Oh, and they're fine unless every one person had every single medallion. Make it so you only have one then. That just doesn't work though. Almost no one was complaining about medallions. Everyone was complaining about medallions. And they didn't properly vault the shockwave launchers. You can still get it in ranked chests, but the issue with it is it makes the shockwave launcher more polarizing. It does. Pardon? It does. You can't, because you then taking it. So the only player who gets the medallion is the one who kills the queen. And then after you kill that medallion player, in dropping that, it would mean if the other medallion had, he would then have to leave that medallion on the floor and allow it to be collected by another player. What's the point of killing someone and then leaving the medallion? You can't then have every single person only being able to collect one medallion. Maybe make the medallions like boons and don't have them drop and kill. Yeah, but then every single person can have said boon. That works for boons. You can? Explain more. Thank you, Sardonyx. How's the player count doing? I did see that today about the first day of the season, but then they also failed to mention that the season before had an event on the day before. So of course you're gonna have more players when you structure it like that. I notice immediately. Notice what immediately? Bro, one person gets a medallion and they can't pick up another one. And they will pick up one. And they will pick up one. It will drop one they have. Oh, sorry, okay. Yeah, but that just creates a whole leap of other problems. Once that player is dead. Someone would then have to leave said medallion behind. And leave it for another player to be able to claim that medallion. That just isn't balanced. You might as well remove them from the loot pool. Better than someone having three. There's nothing wrong with stacking medallions if they're done correctly. And obviously Fortnite has looked at the analytics and the stats that they get on their end. You forget because they do track every single thing that happens in the game. Every kill with a shotgun, every kill with a pistol, every player who gets a medallion. They can see all these stats in game and they obviously have gone, well, we've made a crucial error in our judgment this season. Let's change it because we can see the stats. I completely understand why this is a disappointing change, but you can't keep having this narrative where Fortnite, it doesn't care, or Fortnite does this. Obviously, Fortnite cares because they're making changes like this from the stats and stuff they've seen in their game. And that's just not enjoyable for people. I said, I don't mind it. I would have preferred they kept these in for another month or so, and then maybe have counterbalanced them. I'm not saying there is an issue on my end, but I like to be not transparent. What's the word? I like to have a balanced diagnosis of what's actually occurring here. Stupidity update. This is exactly my point. Where are you going with this more? I want to not be critical of the balance, but this is too much all at once. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that. It is a little bit overkill on the balance changes we see in front of us. But honestly, Fortnite is in a position they can't do right without doing wrong. Or whatever the expression is. They leave all these in to the point where people get frustrated. They must see the numbers. They must see retention. Retention must be lower. For the majority of the player base, retention must be lower. Playtime must be lower. And statistically, they must be seeing how fights are occurring, and people with said medallions, people with shockwave launchers, are dominating the player base. Bro, they should balance the stupid things, not remove the core things of the season. What if the core thing of the season is the stupid thing? That should be balanced. Yeah, but the player count took a nosedive after these changes. Yeah, because they would either way. If you make something stronger, it will nosedive and people will react instinctively to them changes anyway. That doesn't really prove anything. And balance it, not remove it. Yeah, but I've literally just said that, haven't I? I said they obviously felt like balances weren't going to solve it, so they've removed it. Because they need more time to think of it, to reintroduce it, I don't know. I think maybe they make it 2 shockwaves for the purple and 3 for the legendary, and decrease the rocket cap temporary to 6. I don't feel like there's enough. I was never finding rockets in my games, I'm gonna be honest. By Mortal. Fortnite have the stats and they know what they can do be best. Fortnite has the stats and they know what can be the best. If people don't like, they will respond. I mean, it is a live action game. And sometimes they will have to make a response live in a season. So they've done it before and they will do it again. Yeah, I don't know how they've left a swarm strike out of any of this. I would doubt they actually forgot, if I'm honest. Jay, is there any news about OG updates? I don't think so. I don't know all I know. I don't know. All I know is I'm not playing regular BR now because I can't find any mobility. And fighting the Swarm Strike, I'm in 0 build. Without Shockwaves is stupid because it one-shots. Yeah, I've got to say that's a bit of an oversight. That is going to be a struggle in 0 build. You definitely need some mobility away from that Swarm Strike. This also could be making way for the new rolling bug. Yeah. Because we were saying only a few days ago, we were having a talk that might be a little bit too much. So they needed to balance it out due to that coming in. God, shut up. Can they revert that? Guys, before anyone goes back to saying Fortnite is dying, let's not forget this season has 6 more big updates left. They fix it. I have hope. I mean, not fix. What do you mean by fix it? Balance it, solve it, revert it. Yeah, but still, why remove the medallions? Why remove the medallions? Medallions are some of my favourite things in the game. Because obviously they must have saw the stats and it wasn't balanced. Yeah, last season had a ton of mobility and now this looks like only a few. I mean, I said it last season, I said it a season before last, so I feel like they need to chill out on mobility. I feel like we need to have a season when there isn't a lot of mobility. I didn't think it'd be this season. I agree with Sidonics, I really love the medallions and it's pity they're now gone. I want them to add like the heavy sniper or something for cars now. That's all people use now. Honestly, I would argue that cars have ruined the mobility, the pace of the game anyway. I did a video on it like last month. Well, I just felt like the cars have changed. Like playing OG, when there's real players in it, is a fun pacing. Because wherever you land, you are intersecting with players. I feel like the problem is you're driving past people so quickly. I feel like the map should be traversal by walking it. As stupid as it sounds, like, oh yeah, we need mobility because of this. Yeah, limited mobility, shockwaves, even impulses. Not whatever we have here at the moment, where we have medallions that give you superpowers or shockwaves or something that makes you fly, something that makes you roll. I would argue, I think we need to maybe do away with mobility for a upcoming season where we have Fortnite stripped down in terms of mobility. I want them to add like the heavy sniper or something because we've already read that. The grapple cannon sounds good right about now with the cars. They couldn't help themselves. Straight into the season. It's problematic to say the least. What's the Cow, how's it going? Oh, I'm just looking through some chats because I didn't want to. Twitter's mental, so I was just looking through. And they've gone and got voted. Mm-hmm. Stay on TikTok. People keep saying, "What?" I think they were all-consuming if you were against someone with all the medallions, or at least two of them. He removed it himself. Maybe this is Epic trying to get more players to move to OG by making BR worse, but that's probably a stupid idea. So many other fixes and then removing them. Yeah, but again, we don't know what they're seeing from internal statistics and numbers. Was having 3 medallions really that OP? I think if you were against a good player, I think if a good player had 3 medallions, then yeah. You would have a double jump ability, slide kick, and then what was the other thing? Shield on regeneration or health and elimination? Like, sometimes I would fight and I would struggle to track the player even after the nerfs. I feel like double jump would be the most OP one. Is it the worst shield medallion they ever had in game, by the way? Probably not. They should maybe change the ability of one of the medallions entirely. Something more basic, but still fun. No, Jay, it legit is. It's slowing in one of the chapter 5. Yeah, that's what I said. Did I not say that? Say no, it isn't. What did you say? Is it the worst medallion in game? I said no, didn't I? I said no. I would say when you had the medallions, when you had 5 medallions back in chapter 1, and that will give you ultimate shield all the time, and you would literally be invincible. And that got removed though, because that was overpowered. So I don't said it isn't. Oh, okay, well, I don't know. Typical, how's it going? Looking at the stats, no, but the medallions back before they got buffed were ridiculous. You had health on. You had ultimate health. The medallions before were not worse than the medallions from Chapter 5, Season 1. Are we alright? What's new in OG? I don't think there's anything new in OG, is there? Mm-hmm. The Dan's got rifted to OG. What are you chatting about? Hmm. Is it me or has Jones and Hope not done much this whole chapter? They've been doing bits, but they're building up to something, obviously. Does anyone else want to sit on the black hole screen for hours for fun? Right, I'm in two minds of how I feel about this. Like, because I've been hearing from you guys, and you're apparently not saying that now. You're all reverting back to whatever. But obviously, there has been some balancing issues this whole season. So, was there not a problem before then? Because I'm kind of lost now in the timeline. Oh, I shouldn't have gone live. I shouldn't have gone live this late, to be fair. But I've had some people who go, "This game is rubbish because it's just nonsense." They take away the nonsense, and now it's nonsense and nonsense and nonsense on the other side, and I don't know. We're just sharing opinions. That is all. I mean, that's all I'm doing. I'm just trying to work to a better senses. That's all I'm trying to do. Why did they remove the shockwave launchers? I could see why they removed the shockwave launchers. Medallions is a whole different story. I feel like everyone's already using Hope in Season 4, even though we're barely into the season. I mean, we don't have to stay on this topic. I mean, no, I'm not talking about this topic. I think you're kind of completely missing what I'm saying. I'm just trying to work through where we are. Because I'm in two different minds about where to take this. I want to see it from Fortnite's perspective, and they must see the stats. And they just thought the medallions altogether were overpowered, and they got it wrong. But we're seeing it from a player's perspective. We don't know. And it's interesting with OG changes, so pinging back the main BR, it doesn't sound like this is temporary because of how it's worded. But that is kind of also, I'm also ticking about that as well. I'm thinking, how does that come into play? Why add Zapatron, make it zero gravity? So you got OG now is kind of over the weekend, a little bit maybe not fun to play for people who wants a bit more of a normal BR experience, and then you got BR with bugs and medallions and stuff. So I just kind of think, okay, where was their headspace with that? You know what I mean? Do you see Cyan's new video? We're not talking about Cyan. Apparently you can't talk about Cyan anymore. that happened. That came around a lot quicker than the one before. How Fortnite killed their storyline. I quit. Quote from Cyan. Okay. Put in the map code real quick. You're not doing anything in game. You can legit just see a black hole screen. Oh, no, I'm good. Typical. I can't talk about Cyan anymore. I mean, one, it's not his stream. Two, I've said everything I had to say. I can go quickly through again, but I feel like I'm having to say this every stream. I'm not really focusing on what he says in the video because it's some points that I've also pointed out. But I'm just more about his overall tone in the video and how he talks about Fortnite in terms of people who still create Fortnite content. It sounds like we're just a bunch of money grabbing people who just want to make content because we get views, but at the same time apparently he couldn't get any views doing Fortnite content and couldn't make any money out of it. Sounds like a him problem, if I'm being honest. So he wants to use a positive to drown out, to say about something else, but then also use it as a negative against something else, just to fit his narratives all the time. I can't be dealing with a kid. I mean, he's a kid at the end of the day. Hopefully, we'll learn, but just how he puts himself across. Yes, in the video, people kept coming. Yeah, but he had some good points about this. I know. I've mentioned some of those points. But there's a time and a place, and where and when, and maybe people who are still in the Fortnite community can say those things. Like today, we're having a conversation about this, and I will eventually come up with some more balanced thoughts after assessing it, and then come up with something I'm doing. Yeah, we honestly just need to push past science stuff. So I need to get chill out. Science chill. He's just very misguided on some of like how he just presents his argument sometimes. It's like, oh, don't stop playing Fortnite, go to a gym and stuff, go and do this. Don't. I know he's probably not telling me at this, but he knows Fortnite content creators and just how he structures his whole video and how he goes against Fortnite content. It's like the ex-girlfriend. You don't want to see the ex-girlfriend do well, do you? I mean, I don't. But that's a more of a broad terminology I'm using. You don't want to see them do well. You don't want to see the rival football team do well, do you? You don't want them to succeed. an American football team. You don't want to see them do well, and I feel like that's how he looks upon it. And he's like, oh, I don't want to see them guys do well. Oh, I hope it all falls apart for them. They're just money grabbers. Anyone does Fortnite content, honestly, he didn't say it outright, but honestly, how he sets up his video and how he talks about it, that's literally what he's saying. Oh, stop playing this game and go out and get a gym. What does he know what I do in my spare time? What do you know what I do in my life? Come on, come on. You had a chance to have a chat about this last night. You didn't want to do it, so. Guy's a manipulator. If you want me to re-get in it, Guy's a manipulator. Remember that whole stuff where he said, oh, he wants to be CEO of Epic? I thought, oh, he's only joking. Let me check the responses to see how he's responding to the original tweet. So I checked the responses to the original tweet, and I'm like, okay, no, he's doubled down in the comments, so he's definitely not joking. Because if you were joking, you would then go, oh, mate, I'm only joking, chill out. But he doubled down in the comments. So I thought, okay, that's a bit weird. Now I did my video, and he comes back at me and said, no, it's just a joke. Sorry, is everything you say sign a joke? Because that what keeps happening. It keeps happening. It keeps happening. It keeps happening. Well, you said something, and sorry, not last night, not in the chat, in the tweets. But you just said, oh no, just check the video. I checked your video, and you didn't respond to anything he actually said what I was talking about. You were too busy either talking to chat or talking over him talking. You didn't even watch the video. So I'd say, go back and watch the video. Well, would you agree, Mortal, that how he presents himself, that he thinks Fortnite content creators are money grabbers and they're just doing it to get easy views and they're not doing it because they love the game and they should go to the gym and work out, apparently? It's just how he presents himself. I don't care about any of the points he makes. He makes some good points, but it doesn't really matter if he just loses it and just where he's just not being logical. But he has some pretty. I don't give a care about the points if you make yourself sound. Oh, I'm sure. Okay, maybe that would be a very siren thing to say. What I was about to say, but just because someone has good points doesn't mean they have good morals in explaining those points. He's making very red pill, blue pill content. It's like, oh, you got to stop playing Fortnite, go to the gym. What do you know I freaking do? Well, no, you shouldn't be I'm just having a discussion about it, Leon. What you said doesn't need to be said. Oh my god, his whole narrative about is entitled to his opinion, and you're all soft if you don't agree with it. It's like that's not how I grew up. Someone said something out of turn, regardless of what it was. You said, wait a minute, mate, what are you saying? And he says this about Fortnite content creators because he does say it. If you watch the video, watch at least before he talks about all his other stuff. Watch the last 20 minutes and how he presents the argument and how much he hates Fortnite to the point that it just. I messaged some people yesterday and said, go and give him a talking to because some of the stuff he was saying was actually kind of scary of how he was presenting it. And if you're not seeing that, you're just not seeing that. It's fine. No, I wouldn't say Cyan's a bad content creator. He's a very good editor. Very good. They sent me a gift. I was like, wait, tell me to reset to go. I will get the gifts when I get the gift. But thank you very much for the gifts, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Is there a way of resetting the game without going into a game? Change banner. There's even banners. I don't even know how to change banners, to be honest. Let's change banner. Can you get me something that I know how to do in 2025? Who changes their banner? I just had a whole freaking rant there that time, but we just need to get off the topic, honestly. It's just funny. It's just he talks about people wasting their time with a game apparently they don't like anymore. The only person who's doing that is him. The whole video's irony. I'm so confused that he doesn't see it and no one else sees it. The whole video is irony. Thunder, how's it going? So yeah, I'm really struggling. So at the moment, chat, the reason why I'm thinking about how to structure this video, I think I'm going to probably have to record it off stream and give more of a calculated thoughts, unless I just record the whole thing again live. But at the moment, I could take this a few ways. Don't know what how the stream's been. It's been alright. Bit of a yap session, but it's been fine. By the way, will you be playing Lego today? Finally reached spawn with the railway, and I'm gonna make 3 more trains. Nice. I'm not too sure. I'm actually so happy I'm going on holiday. Other than a stream like the update for Q thing, I'm probably not going to play Fortnite. It's actually a good time to go on holiday just after. Shit, why? Shit, update. Okay. Oh my, that's you know what? That's another point. Why are you tweeting like you're the tweet from back in the day where you used to go, oh, that's it, I quit Fortnite, I've married my wife, I've got a car, I've paid off my mortgage, I've bought a house. Just feel like you're doing, like, that's just, oh, I hate it, man. Just don't play the game. Go away. No, because if I turn it into a video, I've got to give the context of what he's saying into chat, so I've got to repeat what he says. That ain't the first time. If someone reads it out and it's like one, I will say it. I've been waiting for 4 years. Have you just like missed the other times that I've read something out when I've had to? Like when someone when we've had to do like a Twitter, if there's a swear word, I will end up saying it. I don't know if this will be the video. I'm being honest, this won't be the video. I re-record it. I think I've changed my initial thoughts to a bit anyway. I'm playing your OG. Aren't you going on holiday? Yeah, the stream failed, which means the description went back to how it was 5-6 streams ago. It's really weird when it does stuff like that. I don't know. Question, Mr. J, would you want the Simpsons season on Chapter 6 Island or Reload Island? I don't really mind. I have a laptop. I'll bring with me just in case I need to make content. I'm still playing OG. I thought you just didn't want to play this season. I thought you said this season was rubbish. OG is sick. Fair enough. Alright, you did actually. Did you not say Fortnite? I'm not going to play Fortnite. It's actually a good time to go on holiday. I'm only reading what you're saying more. Actually, a really good weekend thing, OG, isn't this season. Okay, more. Try it again. Grind Lego Fortnite till level 200, but after that, I'll actually play VR. Okay, Mortal, thanks for clarifying. Well, no, what I wanted you to clarify was actually really good weekend thing. Are you saying that you don't like the bouncy thing and there's Abaddon they have added? Because that's what it sounds like. That's what you're referring to. Sorry, I have been told by a certain creator that my English, I can't really understand English very well. So try that again. You're excited for fall. Oh, okay, fall. Sorry. British to American here. I thought you were saying earlier about like the fall. No. I guess so. You should not bring up medallions. Oh, I don't mind talking about it. Do you think I'm getting annoyed by it? I'm not. I'm just literally trying to assess. I'm trying to think of a video, and I am struggling with my my take on it because I want a clear, precise take on the video. That's what I'm actually getting annoyed about. You finna play? I mean, I'm chatting at the moment. It's just Jay. Sometimes you gotta. It's just Jay. Sometimes you get a bit bitey with chat when looking at others' views. I'm not. Look, I have. Well, to some regard, it's not that what I'm getting annoyed about. I'm trying to precise 16 different opinions to my overall opinion. It's like It's like you got a. Okay, that would have been a crazy analogy. What I was about to say. It's like. I was about to say it's like a tunnel when you're trying to get multiple things in it, and that would have been crazy. Not that. Moving on. You're trying to like I'm trying to condense that all down. It's like a sieve. Okay, you're putting flour in, and I'm trying to get the right things through. You know what I mean? So what are we talking about? So what are we even referring to in chat? Because I don't know what I'm even meant to be reading. What? I actually think it's getting taken down. I'm not on YouTube Studio. I'm on OBS. So whatever you're saying is actually being removed. I'm not actually seeing what you're saying. Okay, bro. What? Okay, I'm going to watch Pro Zero's video, see what his take on it is.
Fortnite just vaulted just about everything cool in Fortnite Season 4 out of absolutely nowhere. If you guys don't know, nerfs have been kind of a controversy in this season and in Fortnite for the last couple of years anyways. Only about 10 days ago, Fortnite completely nerfed the crap out of Fortnite Season 4 as a lot of people expected. They nerfed every single medallion, they made it to where they take more energy, they stopped people from being able to double pump with the Wrecker Revolver, they also nerfed the rocket launcher along with a bunch of other stuff, but this
I still think that was some good changes overall.
one takes the cake as probably the worst changes that we've seen so far this season. If you guys watched that video from about 10 days ago, you know that I was very apprehensive about these changes and didn't like what they did, but I was willing to work with it, and the game was still fun overall, so I was willing to continue playing and wasn't that upset. But this really doesn't make sense to me, and it seems like Fortnite just really does not want us to have fun this season overall, specifically with the movement. Fortnite just has been doing a lot of stuff to kind of hold it back. So what exactly did they say? Fortnite tweeted this just 15 minutes ago at the time that I'm recording this. They said big changes are buzzing in Battle Royale, and that's to say the least. There are huge changes in this. You're not going to believe the stuff that they did. So the first thing they say in this is that the queens vaulted their medallions after too many squashing shenanigans, which is absolutely insane because they give no reason why. As you'll see later on in the video, they'll give a reason why other stuff has vaulted and why they changed other stuff, but that absolutely makes no sense to me. There are no medallions in the
Yeah, that's actually kind of crazy. I didn't. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I presume it's because of stats. They've seen stats, they've seen how they work together, and
game
they've
anymore.
acted
All three of them have
upon
been
that.
vaulted. So when you go after the queens in game now, when you defeat them, you will just get their mythic weapon, which honestly, that kind of sucks. I thought the medallions were really good this season, and after the nerfs, I didn't think they were that overpowered anymore. You know, if you have all three of them, you're going to be kind of, you know, a lot better than everybody else, but that's kind of the point. You know, they're supposed to make you good and turn you into kind of this superhero. I thought that was kind of the point, but clearly Fortnite thought they were too overpowered. I just really don't like how they didn't give us an explanation for that. Next after that, they said the Lead Splitter 3000 was upgraded with reduced recoil for more consistency at short and mid ranges. So this is the second buff that the Lead Splitter has gotten. They want this one to be kind of overpowered. They want it to be a little bit better. And when they nerfed all of that other stuff, they did boost the recoil of the Lead Splitter, and now they're reducing the recoil even more. So it's not going to move around as much when you shoot it. I haven't really thought there was been an issue with that either. You know, they didn't give us exact metrics on this, so I don't know how much better it's actually going to be in game. But buffing the Lead Splitter is something they have done twice now. Now, this is something a lot of people are upset with too, and me personally, I really don't like that they're doing this, but at least they gave us an explanation. They said Hungry Bugs gobbled up the shockwave launchers, while OXR has an offensive exotic variant launcher en route next week. Now, if you guys don't know, August 26th, so next Tuesday, is when the next update for Fortnite is coming out. All types of cool stuff is coming out for that, by the way. Be on the lookout for a video on that coming soon.
I still would wonder if OG has anything to do with them trying to make BR not as...
But apparently an exotic variant of the shockwave launcher is coming out, which means that the epic and legendary shockwave launchers have been completely removed. So it looks like there's only going to be one shockwave launcher on the map now, which, you know, that's how it was when these first came out back in chapter 2. There was only one shockwave launcher and it was mythic. But that kind of sucks, man, because now we don't have medallions, which were like the main movement items. Now we're not going to have shockwave launchers everywhere. It's going to be kind of really difficult to have movement stuff, but it is not all bleak, you guys, because if you don't know, the roly-poly
Yeah, I was about to say, and we still
ability
get
is
these.
coming
No?
next update as well. So the shockwave launchers are being vaulted now. So just for a little while, just up until the 26th, so about 4 days, the game may feel really slow because the only movement things are going to be regular.
I don't know. I still think there was an argument to say that we should be able to play this game without the massive amount of
Shockwave
mobility
launchers
that we have.
as well as cars, swimming, things like that. So the movement right now is going to be really, really bleak, especially with no medallions. But when the new
I mean, I think that's more of a talking point if we can't play BR anymore without mobility. And that's the issue. And I think that has a lot to do with bots being in the game and that. I still think that's the main problem with why games feel so slow without mobility.
update comes out, hopefully it is a little bit better, and hopefully medallions come back at that point. They also said climbing the OXR ranks to S plus in solos and duos just got quicker. This is a really good change. I want to give them their flowers.
I still don't think I got S plus 1 point this even
For this, because getting to S plus has been really difficult, and it kind of sucks because you only get it when there's like 5 people left, and you guys know how the lobbies are nowadays. Most of the time those are like bots anyways, or you know, half of them are bots. Like 8 to 5 people will be left, and then you'll get S plus, and it doesn't even matter anymore. So that is a really good thing. Glad that they made that easier so you can get that good stuff earlier. They also said rocket ammo, epic, and legendary items are more scarce, hoarded by some greedy bugs. So it's going to be a lot harder to find rocket ammo for the new rocket launcher, and epic and legendary items in general are going to be harder to find, which, you know.
So we talk about all the medallions being removed. You do notice that he's playing against a medallion player here. He's playing against a medallion player with all the medallions, and he's struggling to run after him, even with shockwaves.
Whatever, I guess it is what it is. Not really sure the method like behind that change or method to the madness with that. But also they said ranked BR and zero build are now aligned with the tournament loot pool for more consistency between our competitive experiences. Obviously, a lot of people are very confused.
Got in the end though.
A lot of people are really upset. I don't understand the medallion removal. Like, why are we removing medallions? Are these ever going to come back? I really hope that they do, because that's a very like specific thing to this season. We've never seen medallions like these before. Well, we've kind of seen the Carapace one before where you gain shield over time, but the other two have been pretty unique. Like the midair leap, the double jump one is really cool. I really hope that they do end up bringing these back. Not sure why. Honestly, guys, I'm going to say this, and I take it with a grain of salt. I think that they are going to bring them back on the 26th, but I don't know why they need to be gone, you know, for...
I still think it's to do with OG. I still think they've done that, and they've realised, and they've made every single mode rather not, you know, I feel like Reload needs to offer this, BR needs to offer that, and OG needs to offer this. Unfortunately, they made it where OG and BR offered the same thing.
4 days. Maybe they're going to do some tweaks with them. Maybe there's a bug that we don't know about. It really does suck. Shockwave launchers aren't going to be just...
I don't believe there's a bug we don't know about. Oh no, to be fair, wasn't there some problems on Xbox or something? Maybe that was contributing to it.
Things you can find on the ground anymore. They're going to be a lot more rare.
They would say that,
because there's only going to be one of them as an exotic in one of the vaults. So that does kind of suck, you guys, but we are going to get another movement item with the roly-poly stuff on the 26th, and I will make a video about that very shortly. But that is everything that has come to Fortnite. Like Fortnite said, it's big changes are buzzing in Battle Royale. It really does suck that they just removed medallions, but let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Do you guys think vaulting medallions in Fortnite was necessary? Let me know. Drop a like on today's video. You watched all the way to the end. You must have enjoyed, so drop a like. Subscribe to the channel. I make videos like these every single day.
Sweet. Also, again, the purple. Yes, you can get in chests. Not chests. Thingy. Yeah. Next festival season after. Yeah, Gorillas. Sick, man. Sick. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. Please. God. Chat. I'll play when I play. At the moment we're chatting, and to be fair, I'm enjoying it because we're chat's lively. So. If I'm kind of happy to getting rid of the infinite shockwave launchers, those things are kind of annoying. Change banner for gift? I still don't understand what the hell, where that even is. This is banner? Oh, there we go. Okay, here we got. It's morphin time. Nice. It's not showing it for some reason. Sidonics. Jar of dirt. Nice. Thank you very much. The real issue is cars. That's what I said, no. That's what I was saying. That's what I still think the mobility, like, if we're like what Pro Zero said, like the movement's gonna be, it's what was the expression he said? It's not gonna be good, sort of thing. I'm like, but we're walking in a BR game. That's what we used to do. Like, why are we so? Why have we gone so far the opposite way where we can't even like? We have still got some bits of movement. I honestly think we need to like reset the community. I actually think one season in the next 3 or 4 seasons we have to just completely remove mobility in cars. Just so we should be able to play with like couple shockwaves, maybe impulses. So you have a counter with full damage. Because I'm like, we can't be so far gone from that sort of way of playing. Because that's why OG works well for people, because they don't have that. I mean, you have the shockwave grenade launcher in there now, don't you? But it doesn't feel all-consuming. At the moment, this game is all-consuming. I enjoy it, but I think sometimes I'm like, oh my god, there's a lot going on. Back in the day, it's evolved now and got better. Why would you want to go back in the current version? I'm not saying we need to go back, and that needs to be the style every single season. As I said, I think we need a reset. To sort of, because I feel like we need more and more mobility, and it's getting to a point where I think it is affecting play. So I get what you're saying, but you need a lot of zero. Why do you need? Yeah, why do you need crazy mobility? I didn't. As I said, shockwaves, impulses, and they're fine. But when we got cars and this and that and stuff like that, I mean, I've been playing Zero Build. Why is no one complaining about the freaking the boxes? Not the boxes, the bunkers. Oh my god! Like, why is no one complaining about that? Every time I play, yeah, cars might be fine in Zero Build actually, but every time I play Zero Build, I'm like, are bunkers in the game? They're good cover. Oh, okay, you're talking about cars. Well, yeah, you know what would be better cover? Bunkers. Bunkers would be better cover. Zero Build has been outbeaten. I mean, yeah. Oh no, isn't there some? I mean, there was a tournament yesterday which pushed a few players over as well, but I mean, obviously today's news is probably not going to help. But then again, why is Zero Build numbers not falling? Honestly, I wish they had more options for covering Zero Build besides the bunkers, portal forts, fortress. I mean, yeah, that's a good point. With a go, with a left, I said bye. I'm pretty sure I said bye to him. He needed to go. Wither's gone to bed, I believe. We need repair torches back in Zero Build. So I'm not arguing we should. Jay, we all have right now is low spawn rate of shockwave grenades. What do you mean all we have now? Well, yeah. Look, I know they've gone from one extreme to the other, but no, wait, we have. You still have the. Oh my god, you still have the other thing. And I mean, you still have cars as well. What's the other thing we have? There is another mobility item. Launch pads are still in though. Have launch pads. You also have. What else do you have? There's one more silly thing, which helps towards being quicker. Is it not boons? There's a couple boons as well that will help with mobility. Yeah, crash pads. Sorry, crash pads as well. No. OG crash pads are garbage, to be honest. Wait, what? We've got the junior crash pads in at the moment. They're class. Or are you saying the OG crash pads are rubbish and these are good? Is that what you're saying? Because they're easy to track? Yeah, I don't know. My opinion would be I don't know if that's necessary. But I don't think I've ever really been beamed using crash pads. If you use them in a way, I don't think... If you're obviously throwing a crash pads right in front of someone, they're going to know where you're going to go. I think you need to be a little bit smarter how you use crash pads. But I don't think that's a problem, though. It's super easy to trap people when they use crash pads. Yeah. Is that a problem though? I mean, again, if you're doing it right in front of someone, they're going to know where you're going to go. If you like using it as a corner, you retreat a bit. You do it behind a wall. They're not going to know you're using a crash pad until you're gone. But they're going to know what direction you're going. Yes. Junior bubble shields. Oh, my opinion. I think chat knows my opinion on bubble shields. Because you're playing like a game where you can't really tell three-dimensional shapes very well, I find the shield bubbles so annoying. Because when you're in like a little bit of like in Blitz, when you're in like a what do you call it, like a close quarter engagement, I'm like, is mine gone through this shield or not? This is guesstimation. This is guesswork at this point. I hate the shield bubbles. I know what you mean by that. They're good, but in them stupid in a BR setting when people are not pushing you ridiculously because Blitz is a complete different game. And you wouldn't have people doing that in BR because they wouldn't want to die like that in a 20-30 minute game. Like, oh my god, it's one of the most annoying things with Blitz. Because people just run at you and it's 50-50 at that point. Have you hired a mini NPC? What? But the normal ones are so... I think... I don't even remember the big shield bubbles at this point. It would still be the same problem that you couldn't tell three-dimensional shapes. Because of the curve, you're not going to be able to tell that in game. Unless it's maybe a first-person game. You ain't going to be able to make it. You ain't going to be able to tell. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Okay. That's even worse a take. A hot take, these changes are good. Which might be... no medallions will lead to more balanced fights and variety in drops. I mean, that's the problem we have every season when you make a POY a medallion POI. What? Half the time I wouldn't go to medallion POIs because it used to be like I would go somewhere else sometimes. Would love to see the medallion abilities become boons so everyone can get them. This is the same point about making medallions have one player have one medallion and you can't pick it up again. It's the same argument. It's silly. No, if everyone had the same, oh, it would be like Blitz. You're basically making the game Blitz. Blitz is fun, but someone did say this to me when I did my first Forza of the season. I would say they were kind of right. Like you would be making you'd be making the game like Blitz. This is a worse take. You're basically making Blitz in Reload, and the movement in Blitz, as well as fun, would be so jarring. Crazy take, Nick A30. But the point is, everyone is saying random games. No one was complaining. That's the censors. How people say the most random stuff? How is if this person is in chat? I apologize. But how has someone come to? I feel like they're going to stop OG after chapter 4. Like where is that even coming from? One, how is it even going to go to chapter 2? Yeah, but after chapter 4, they're going to stop OG. Have you even got that information from? Where is that even coming from? It's just plucked it out of the air and run with it. Is that you? Is that wait? That's you. Where are you plucking that from? Oh wait, you're talking about Sparrow. I thought you said that was you. That would be crazy, those. Okay, actually, I might reply to that. Actually, I can still reply to it. I thought Nick would have banned me by now. Yes. It's called Blitz. uh... Alright, I'm going to go for a quick break. Now I'm going to do my maybe final thoughts or more condensed down. And then, I don't know. I'll be back in a minute though, chat. Okay, chat. Busy, eh? Busy times. Oh, well, what's that? You got work tomorrow? Right. Jay, do you remember when Epic gave out free emote Verve? I don't. Still streaming? Yeah, we haven't been streaming that long, have we? We've been streaming long. Have we been streaming long? Only an hour and 20 minutes. It's not that long. Right, okay. Thanks for the 22 likes now, chat. That's really impressive. Okay. Alright, I'm going to try and give my a bit more of a sense as to my overall thoughts. So Fortnite has rolled out some pretty massive balance changes, or probably not balance changes, Fortnite removing some stuff. And starting off with the biggest one, the Queens vaulted their medallions after too many squashing shenanigans. Yeah, all the Queen's medallions, the jumpy one, the slidey one, and the shield replacing one have all been removed from the game, and they haven't really explained the reason. They've just said after squashing shenanigans, which I don't really understand. The Queens are not really overpowered because I think the Queens themselves in the last update was nerfed. And now their medallions have been completely taken away from them. I don't quite understand it from a Fortnite player point of view. I would have to argue, or I would have to at least somewhat say that Epic Games must be looking at some internal numbers and statistics, and whatever they're seeing on their end, they're just not happy with maybe how fights are being portrayed and how fights are being carried out, with maybe one person having multiple medallions. I know people in chat have said maybe a limit so only one player can hold one medallion, but then I think that will just raise some other issues further down the line. So Fortnite has taken the decision to remove them. And whether you think this is right or wrong, and they do see something we don't see, I've got to kind of respect their decision making. But I feel like it's one of them points where I'm just like, maybe they should just left it in, because it is quite a big part of the season, and some of these Queens don't really have any good mythic weapons. So is anyone going to land on these Queens anymore? I have no idea. Probably not. Because obviously with the medallions, with the loot they drop, they were very good to go for. They were very good landing spots. But not anymore, in my opinion. Overall, it's probably not a good nerf for the community overall. But what are we spamming in chat, by the way? I'm just seeing a lot of sin in my hands again. Alright, anything else I want to add to that? Yeah, so I can understand why Fortnite would do this. Maybe it is hard fighting them definitely before the nerf. If someone had all three of them, the sliding one was insane, the double jump as well. But that did get nerfed, and I've been dealing with people if they have all three medallions. There is sometimes where it completely perplexes me, and I can't track them, and it's difficult, and I die. I just think, is that really what Fortnite should be promoting? But more on that later, because someone has tweeted something, and I said this would eventually be a problem, and it's to do with Blitz. The lead splitter 3000 was upgraded with reduced recoil for consistency at short and mid ranges. And they give actually a reason here, and for whatever reason, they still don't give this one. I actually think it might be something to do with OG. Obviously, they've updated OG where you have zero gravity and the Zapatron. So maybe they looked at both the OG mode and BR mode and thought, we've kind of lost that sort of more, not familiar OG. What I'm trying to think of, like more more simplistic battle royale, you could say. So maybe they buffed one game and nerfed the other game. But this doesn't seem like there's any dates here. This seems like this is a decision that will affect us for the rest of the season. But we have to wait and see for the next update, which I believe is on the 26th. But yeah, they fixed that, which I think it's a fine weapon how it is. So we see how it is buffed. The Hungry Bugs gobbled up the Shockwave launchers. Shockwave launchers have been a little bit OP this season, and yeah, it's basically bounce around simulator. Mobility for the last few seasons have been heavy. I have been saying I feel like we need a season where we sort of have a massive reset for mobility and sort of go back to maybe having a couple shockwave, not even shockwave grenades, not even shockwave launchers, just shockwave grenades, maybe impulses, and go back to more of a condensed mobility, basically walking, running, get the cars out and see how that plays. And people would go in the chat or go in the comments and go, oh my god, what? You can't play Fortnite like that anymore. Why? I just want to see what it looks like, and that's all I want to see. If it doesn't play well, then add some mobility. But I feel like there is I would at least want to see how that plays out in today's society of Fortnite. Because I think the cars are a bit of an issue. I feel like that's when OG has no bots and it's just players and it's more actual real players. I feel like the game plays really well. The pace is good because you don't have people just driving past you really fast or driving halfway across the map or shockwaving. I feel like you just meet players naturally. I feel like there's something in that, but who knows? Climbing the OXR ranks in S+. Climbing the OXR ranks to S plus in solos and duos just got quicker. Yes, that has been a problem this whole season. I feel like even with the buffs before, I feel like I still wasn't hitting S plus. Rocket ammo, epic and legendary items are more scarce, hoarded by some greedy bugs. Because even though it says the shockwave launchers have been gobbled up, apparently my chat is saying there is still some available to a certain extent. I believe, but I might be misquoting now. I don't really know what they said, but they might be not. Ranked BR and zero builds now align with tournament loot. I guess that's a good move for tournament play. But isn't that why they've done it? Is there some big tournaments coming up and they wanted all the loot pools to match, and this is why they've done that? But for pubs, I feel like they just could have kept the medallions in. But maybe this is something to do with OG and they just thought they kind of gave too much to some of the other modes and they're trying to balance it out. But we see on the 26th, this might just be a decision they've taken temporarily to maybe fix something. Maybe there's a bug we don't know about, but to have a bug nowadays we don't know about is crazy. So maybe something else is at foot here. Who knows? But overall, this is probably not some good nerfs. But I have seen something interesting which made me kind of worry. And when Blitz came out, I said this. I said we shouldn't be allowing Blitz movement into the main BR because it's just too overpowered. So Nick A30 responded to this by saying, "Hot take: these are good changes. No medallions will lead to more balanced fights." And a variant in drops. I mean, I always talk about dropping in. Yeah, you're not going to go to the bog locations where there's no medallions and no things, so you're going to go elsewhere. I don't know if that's a good point or a bad point, but I kind of get what he's saying. But would love to see the medallion abilities become boons so everyone can get them. That's the worst take I've ever heard. You're basically saying that main BR should be played like Blitz and people bouncing and jumping around quick. In Blitz, it's fine. It's a quick 5-minute game. No one really cares. It's a bit of fun. But honestly, this need and desire to have more and more faster movement in BR, I think that's why I'm asking for a reset. Just a nice, maybe a half a season just to see how the game plays with reduced mobility and maybe have a new mobility item that is not as OP, maybe a springboard or something. Who knows? I'm just surmising at this point. I just want to see us tone it down a bit. That's all I'm saying. Maybe toned down versions, but as I said, but that's basically Blitz. Give them give everyone a medallion and some starting loot as well. Why don't you? There are way too many movements this season, so only one exotic shockwave launcher sounds good. Although I have removed quite a lot of it, but as I said, I kind of agree with that point. I think there has been a lot of movement for most recent seasons. The last 5 seasons have had a lot of movement. I think we need a reset. I think you get my point now, chat, do you? Agree or not, it's fine. Minigun was rubbish. Sorry for the language. Hopefully it's better now. I've always thought the minigun was fine for what the item is. I think it's a more of a squaddy item. Like, it's better in squads. Like, using it as solos, you're going to get yourself eliminated. Fair enough. And yeah, I just said yes. It's called Blitz. So, quite a bad take. But anyway, guys, I feel like I condensed that down better, didn't I? I feel like I was better than what I'd apt about. See, I can change my opinions. So thank you for. Well, I don't think I did. I didn't really change my opinions. I just feel like this was sprung up on me. We talked about many things, and that's the conclusion we've come to, or conclusion I've come to. So there's that. But yeah. Can we chill out and chat as well? Because I just noticed chat. I've got to make this into a video, so I'm going to have to blur this chat out. Crazy. Anyway. Fortnite brought medallions back already. That would make it even more weird if that's the case. I don't think they have. But yeah, I wouldn't blame anyone for these changes. Fortnite must be seeing something internally in their stats. They literally read everything in the game. They got information on it. How many shotgun kills, SMG kills, how many people use medallions, and obviously something they've seen internally. They're obviously not happy with it. So I guess that's why they've done it. Rightly or wrongly, I'm just bringing you the news. Guys, if you did enjoy this one, leave a like. Comment down below what you make of this. I'm sure we're going to get a good sort of amount of comments here. Let's go for 1,500 likes. Let's go for 100 likes. Let's go for 200 likes. I just cut it and add whatever I want at the time. 300 likes, 400 likes, 500 likes, 600 likes, 700 likes. Anyway, guys, until next time, it's been your boy, mrjayowhy. Until next time, bye-bye. That's how you do it, chat. That's how you do it. Yeah. Okay. Well. Do you want me to chat on video? If someone's saying... Someone's plugging someone else's creator code. Someone's saying H is... Someone's talking about H all of a sudden, and he did it for money. He didn't make any money out of it. Maybe out of the last one, but out of the other two, he hardly made any money out of it. Why are you getting rid of chat? It's still on the screen. I meant this chat down here when I do the video. I'm gonna blur it. That's my... I can't retrospectively go back through. Clark is cheating on his old chair. What is that door creak? It's someone. It's not me. It's probably someone else. Chat is wild tonight. good old scare for a bit. No, don't be scared. Don't be scared, chat. Right. I was going to go and play Fortnite, but I'm actually retired. We've done a lot of talking there, chat. Oh. What, she's going to randomly appear now? Nah. Oh well, good try. Oh yeah, guys, make sure to use credit code mrjayowhy when buying anything in a Fortnite shop. If you're still playing Fortnite after these nerfs, of course. Alright, the support credit code usage have been good over the last few days, but a bit more sporadic. At the start of the month, it was. We need to keep up the numbers, yeah? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, yeah? Yeah. Didn't expect you to be live. I went live kind of late, to be fair. Nice face. Oh yeah, I've shaved. I've shaved. See, chat, if you play Fortnite content, you can also look like this when you're 33 years old. I think. 33 or 34? I didn't even notice Jay cut his beard. I shaved, I don't. Well, I cut it, but. It sounds weird when you say you cut your beard. You don't even know your own age. It gets to a certain point where you're just like, I don't even know anymore. You're all hitting that age at one point, and you just go, wait, how old am I? Once you get past 18, chat, it's all downhill. It's all downhill at that point. It's just like, oh no, yeah. Oh wait, I've shaved my beard at the wrong time, chat. Oh no. Jamie, we're informed to regret you that we've disabled your YouTube channel. You're definitely like 17, mate. It's GG's, mate. Yeah, don't tell your age in chat, by the way. Probably should be doing that. You're 20, not gonna lie. Thank you very much, man. Anyway, chat being weird. Don't worry. Chat's really bad at maths anyway. I couldn't even work out what that was anyway. Yeah, because I watched a don't do this, by the way, chat. I watched a video on YouTube and it was Twitch and it was like you have to be a certain age to be on Twitch. And everyone said, "Oh, does anyone just get auto thingy? Did they say this? Don't say it." Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna stop. It's a really good video anyway. If you ever come across it, give it a watch. I'm 30 trillion years old. Yeah. Wait, you can trick the AI. Oh yeah, I just celebrate my 94th birthday. God, I remember like it was yesterday. The Great Fire of London. I remember like it was yesterday. I don't know what the government in the UK is doing. I don't think the government's ever known what they've been doing. Wait, what? Have you heard about... What? What are you even chatting about? Yeah, but that still doesn't make any sense. There's an awful lot of context missing, sorry. We might have to rethink the content for the second channel. Okay, we need to go back to shorts like that. I tried something, didn't work. We tried something else. It's fine. As a second channel? It's not really a second channel. It's not Minecraft. Do you have like catoplexia or something, whatever it's called? What's that clip I always see online on TikTok? And it's like that guy died, and he's like, "Oh, I hurt you. I had thingy and thingy," which means I go to sleep, but then my heart rate's so faint that it just looks like I died, but I haven't actually. Let me guess with the blue background. What even you talk? You talking about my second channel? I guess it's not really a second channel because there is a third channel which you could argue is more of a second channel to this channel. With the blue what? When we're getting this. When more of you will become members? I'm locked on how many emojis I get unless I get like 10 more members. You don't have to become a member. That's not what I'm saying. But that's literally just why I haven't done it, or I would have done it. The blue. What are we talking? Isn't that Minecraft? Sorry, Deborah. What are you? What are you talking about? Payday. Okay. No, what you took? I don't know. You're just just saying random words for I don't know. I can't get a job yet. Right. Thank God. Wait. Okay, fair. Yeah. Never mind. Okay. Yes. Zach D Films. Oh yeah, we're item shop. So we might as well do the item shop now we're here. Oh, okay. So I see what you're saying. Okay, that makes sense now. I did see a video today about someone like one of them YouTube gurus, or they make like do YouTube different sort of accounts. It was like he made like a Zach D Films ripoff, and basically within like a 2-3 months he was making like $6,000 a month by doing like similar content. I was like, oh, that's good for some people. Please use creator code mrjayowhy so I can also make $6,000 a month. No, that's obviously not gonna happen. But yeah, okay. Item shop resets in 3 minutes. Jay has a cat clip channel. I have thought about it. If you look through my Twitter likes, they're just images of cats, and literally are. I'm not even joking. Not even joking. What are you talking about, Sido? Cats getting what? I was just mean like videos like this or something. Like, what are you talking about? Just mean like this. They love each other, but they also hate each other at the same time. And they eat food. Don't know what you're talking about. I've got some movies. You've heard of Cat in a Hat. What about Cat in a Shoe? And that's just basically my likes, chat. That is literally my likes. There you go. Another one here. And another one here. That's literally my likes. I really should do a family clip channel. Honestly, I could find money that way. This is a funny cat. No, I think actually right now I'm looking at it, it might actually be AI. Oh, okay, we reset. Right, we got Stranger Things, Champions Road, Night City. Get your kicks. We got 2 new kicks. You got a duck and Crocs Classic Marble. Interesting. Ferrari. Anything else? Anything else? Power Rangers. Jam Tracks. Marshmallow. Marvel. Galaxy Pirates of the Caribbean. Science. Cool. 101k each, I don't know, but code mrjayowhy. Buy them all, chat. Buy the whole shop, chat. So it is kind of mid, actually. Jay, my eyes keep getting worse. Should I bother wearing my glasses? Talked about the problems. So are you getting problems when you have the glasses on, or are you just not wearing them? Because if you're still having problems, I would probably go back to the opticians. You might need to readjust your eyes. It's your portable. Oh, I'm joking, chat. Please don't do that. Please don't buy the whole shop. Oh no, this actually might be a banger tweet chat. 21k views, almost 1,000 likes, 30 retweets, 10 comments. But we might have bang chat. My left eye is almost oval shaped. My eyes have a thing where they don't produce enough moisture. Oh, well, there's a problem. Do you have like constant like eye drops or something? I've got the driest eyes. Yeah, I can see why that'd be a bit pragmatic. I used to. Why don't you anymore? Well, you don't have to talk about it. That's fair. But maybe you need like a. Don't know. Can excessive drop usage on your eyes be just as worse as having dry eyes? I have no idea. Yeah, I think shorts can sometimes take a while to hit off. They said it should naturally get better now. Cool. So I presume you're getting like checks like regular to see if you're actually producing more moisture, because if you're not, then they probably need to do something, don't they? Jay, should I buy Demogorgon and Chief Hop? I already have 11. Up to you. Code mrjayowhy if you do though. Okay, as much as I want to play the game, I'm tired. I actually can't be bothered gaming today. How long have we just been talking? I feel like it's been ages. An hour and 53 minutes. Impressive. I'll probably be back tomorrow with some customs. I don't think. Oh no, I've actually got a few things planned first. No, a few. Okay, maybe at some point. If you're just making shorts about clips that doesn't involve like any talking, you're probably going to struggle to like blow up. Unless you make some stupid meme out of it, like I don't know, you just add loads of like effect sounds to it, and everyone in the comments be like commenting, going, "Why is he using these every single effects in the world? Like what the hell?" Or something like that. I don't know. What is a right short? I don't know. I don't usually pop off with shorts. I do try now. You just the longer they are, if you can keep people engaged, you'll find. Just keep trying things. Keep trying different things. Don't keep trying to do the same thing. Because if it's not working, it's not working. Look around, see what else is working. Try and adapt it. Try and change it. Try and add your own twist to it. See what happens. Talking might take a lot more time. I'm sure there's ways you can speed up. John Cena. He ain't retired yet. Oh. I'm gonna go and retire now to my bed, I think. Alright, anyway, guys. I'm just getting sub. Nice. Anyway, I'm gonna chat. Honestly, I'm gonna shoot. I'm tired. Can you read my message? I just watched a Happy Power video and he said we might be getting Michael Jackson for festival part. Yeah, that's been going around on Twitter. Because it's because it's near Halloween and we just got a collab we didn't know was coming, so it's going to be another one that comes out of absolutely nowhere. There's not really any evidence to suggest it will be Michael Jackson. Anyway, guys, until next time, it has been your boy mrjayowhy. So next time, have a good one. But I am going. I guess I will make that into a video later, and it will be up. So yeah, until then, hit up the Discord. Links are down in the description or in the about section of the channel if they're not in the description. And yeah, Shane, we're just finishing things up here, but thanks for dropping by still. Everyone, hop over to my stream. Okay, so darlings, chill out, chill out. Do you want to get timed out? Do you want to get timed out? Oh, it doesn't matter, we're leaving.